Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Erickson TV. Curtis here with Lauren. Hello Lauren.
Hey Curtis, hey everybody.
Hey Lauren, the purpose of this video is not to make a political statement, okay?
Oh dear, what are we discussing?
Okay, well we're talking about the headline of the article is the stealth tax on retiree income.
Oh,
and this is from a fellow advisor named Scott Burns, who's a Seattle Sunday paper, always from Texas. And he wrote an article about with all the kind of political posturing about the tax the 1% and the in the middle class not having their income grow. What they were talking about the stealth tax on Social Security benefits.
Oh, okay.
And without getting too much into the detail of the formula, back in 1984. It was voted in for the first time that there would be a portion of a person's Social Security benefits could be subject to tax.
Right.
Okay. Up until that time, it was considered a tax-free income.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, most states today in their state income tax law exempts Social Security from income tax. But of course, they put this in to create more tax revenue.
Right.
And just to be sure, this is not a political statement. There were two people in government today that were back in government in 1984 that voted for this act. John McCain, the Republican, and Joseph Biden, our current vice president.
Oh, very nice.
Both parties, equal from both parties.
Right.
At the time, there wasn't much of an outrage or an uproar in 1984 because only 3% of the people receiving Social Security benefits were subject to this tax. Okay.
Okay.
But because
I guess I know where this is going.
well, because of the formula for how it's done, and the fact that the formula has never been indexed for inflation. Right. Now over 30% of our retirees are hit by this tax. Okay. Just really quick, because I don't want to get too bogged down in the details. If you read our transcripts, they'll have some of these examples in there. But we're talking about, we're going to pick on a married couple. Okay. And according to Social Security, the average retired worker with a non-working spouse now averages roughly some $23,343 a year in Social Security benefits. Okay. All right. So that's their first income source. Right. And if they earn $18,000 or less of other income, they do not pay any tax on Social Security. Right. Okay. But if you added $6,000 more income, so now you're talking about if you added $12,000 more income and brought it up to $30,000 of total other income. Right. Okay. So $30,000 plus the Social Security, their tax bill with Social Security benefits now increases to $1,265, an increase of 66%. Okay. Okay. And then, without going too much more into the details, at the highest level before all Social Security benefits are taxed, the other income of $54,000 plus the $23,000 of benefits, taxes combined are almost $7,000, an increase with the Social Security benefits of 77% of the tax bill. So the point of this is that we're talking about income streams that are not rich for rich people, where they're paying this tax. Right. And what's your thoughts on this?
Well, I think that I think that those really don't sound like very high incomes. Like when the tax starts kicking in at $18,000 a year of other income, that really doesn't sound like some stratospherically high income to be making.
Exactly. And so the takeaway from this article, which I appreciate, is that there is a position bill called HR 3894, which is called the Senior Citizen Tax Elimination Act. And you and I are always talking about how to simplify taxes. Right. One of the easiest ways to create more income to the middle class, because this is all middle class income we're talking about here, is just eliminate the tax. Right. And so this HR 3894 is called the Senior Citizen Tax Elimination Act. Anybody you want to vote for, you can ask them what their position is on this act, and that would be a very simple way of streamlining the tax law. So, does that sound political?
That's okay, I think.
Okay. All right. So thank you for watching this episode of Erickson TV. We'll see you next time. Bye now.
See you next time.